Hey everyone, it's Diaperperv, and today we're going to answer a bunch of questions that you had asked me previously on Twitter and on YouTube. So I kind of categorized them. The first ones are about community, the second ones are personal, and the third ones are about diaper fetish and playing. So there were quite a few questions where it felt like you were asking for validation. So I didn't include any of those types of questions in it because you shouldn't need me to validate the things you like. Like for an example would be, how do you feel about putting guys into girly clothes? Or how do you feel about sissies and diaper play? My ultimate fantasy is, and I felt like I had already answered that one, so just check out the my ideal DL and ABDL day. Just click that, and let's get started. So number one, would you teach a class at a college about ABDL? No, because I don't think any colleges are going to ask me to teach a class like that, and I don't feel like I'm qualified because I am not ABDL. There is someone here, a local ABDL, Little, who is very, very good at teaching, so I would probably ask him to do so. Number two, why are most ABDL community memberships so expensive, and why does having a caregiver so expensive? I'm just reading them exactly how they wrote it. So, to join the ABDL community, it is basically just putting yourself online and diving in and engaging with other people, whether it be online or in real life, and there is no cost to do that. So no, it is not expensive at all. The cost is literally free to engage in however much or little you want to do so. Please click on this link, which is how do I join the ABDL community? Why does, a caregiver so expensive? A caregiver is not expensive. A caregiver would be free if that is your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, other half who is with you on this journey and who is your caregiver. So there would be absolutely no cost to that. Number three, would you like to have a diaper museum? What is your favorite brand of diapers? Two questions. No, I don't want to have a diaper museum. I actually have a ton of publications and periodicals that someone sent me. Thank you so much for sending them to me. I literally have boxes and boxes of them. Hold on. For example, how much of these can I show on YouTube? Let's find the ones that are okay to show. The Nanny. Oh, this one has drawn in, you know what? There's so much here. I mean, and there's a lot of DPFs. And I feel like, yes, all this stuff should be preserved. Yes, a lot of first run vintage diapers should be preserved. And no, I'm not the best person to have a museum, but I do know someone who likes all that stuff and probably would be a great museum curator, and that is Lolly Lala. So I'm probably gonna send all my stuff to her. What is my favorite brand of diapers? Overall, I would say ABU, because the peekaboos are like indestructible. The little paws are so cute. The little kings are super cute. The little gators are super cute. I love SDKs. Those are sexy AF. So yeah, ABU overall. Number four, what is your favorite thing about the community and what is your worst thing about the community, I'm guessing? So they kind of balance each other out. The favorite thing is the ease of use of social media and how quickly and easily people can find other people like themselves and create a community in the first place. I think the worst thing is also social media, because a lot of it perpetuates ease of bullying, and there are a lot of ABDL bullies out there. I know this for a fact. It's very easy for people to out other people. I've been outed. There have been lots of people in the community that have been outed in the worst way possible. And social media makes it, I guess, easier to find that stuff on you. And a lot of younger people aren't aware of the dangers of it. So it seems like for every single generation of people that are going online and discovering the kink ABDL communities, they think that they're the first ones to do it, and they're like, oh my goodness, we have to self-regulate ourselves, and then come up with all these rules and then shame other people into what's okay and not okay. And I've just seen different generations go through this every 5 years or every 3 years or whatever, on whatever social media is prevalent and popular at that time. And it gets annoying because no, you're not the first person to discover this. People have been doing this for many, many, many years on all different platforms and in real life. And I feel like the people who are online bullies haven't been to a lot of in-person events, so they don't really know how to act, and or maybe they just love bullying and making other people feel inferior, or trying to get people on their side to kind of gang attack other people. But that's just a social media thing. Like, there's bullying in schools that happen online. There's bullying in every single community, but just don't play into it. Don't look for that. Just ignore it, because it is very toxic and disgusting. Number 5, do you feel that ABDL products, diapers, passies, need to be way more accessible to all parts of the world? Well, if you are in a country that has Amazon, that helps. If you have a country that has Post, like USPS, Canada Post, whatever post it is in your country, it is not that hard to order things on AliExpress or DHgate. But for diapers, yes, it is. There are some diapers that are really, really hard to get shipped to in a lot of countries. And the shipping fees are ginormous, and it sucks. I guess you just have to deal with pull-ups and drugstore diapers until then. Number 6. Oh boy. Okay. How do you deal with emotions when you feel like you're starving for action from your partner as an adult baby? Any advice you can give would be really appreciated. My advice is to tell them exactly that, and that you feel like you need more attention in these areas when you're in this mindset, and just communicate it. And if it's difficult, maybe write a letter or email and then print it out. So that way you can slowly go through the thoughts in your head as you write them down, and then you print it out and then you present it to them so then they can read it, and then you can read it together for clarification. Number 7, did you ever meet ABDLs? I'm not sure why they use the past tense. Do you ever meet ABDLs with a puppy play or other pet play fetish? What is your opinion on pet play, animal role play? So I feel like that's another validation question, and I just copied and pasted that into here. Yeah, of course. Like, I'm going to a what do you call it, FurryCon this weekend, and there are age play classes being taught at that one, like 5 age play classes, 4 or 5, one of those. So yes, there will be baby furs there. I mean, there's a baby fur con that happened virtually because of COVID, And sure, there's a ton of people into pet play. I'm not sure how else to elaborate on that. Like, yes, pet play and being little is not uncommon. Yay! So that is your validation question. Number 8, I can't find a onesie that is decent enough to hold up a rear's brief with an overnight booster pad without the snaps breaking. Is there anything you recommend? I would maybe try out the changing times ones, and those ones are constructed differently because the snaps actually aren't like in the middle, like rubbing in between your thighs. They're actually in the front. Okay, there we go. They're actually like in the front. So I feel like the weight would be better dispersed that way. And another brand I would recommend, I don't even know if they're still around. I'm pretty sure, no, I don't think they are, is Baby Pants. They had amazing, really good quality products that were really thick and really durable. And the price reflects that, of course, but I love everything that Baby Pants has put out that I've personally seen. Now we're at the personal questions. The top 3 countries you would like to visit. All right, so I already live in one of the top 3 countries I never thought I would live in, which is the USA. And I love how culturally diverse and different every single state is. Like from Hawaii to Cali to Nevada to Las Vegas, which is like a huge melting pot of everything, and there's so much stuff going on here culturally, to Key West, and every part of Florida is amazing, to New York. So I guess this is one of the top 3 countries because there are so many states I have yet to visit and yet to really explore. I have been to the Netherlands, France, Spain, Tahiti, some parts of Mexico, not really many, just Baja. I road tripped that by myself a long time ago. So I would say Japan. We definitely want to go there and explore that. And if I were to pick one more, I don't know. I'll say Thailand. Number 2, what would get you to actually invest in making a chain of clubs as discussed in a recent video? Okay, that was just a joke video, so I would not invest in a chain of clubs, number 1, because if they were just strictly diaper clubs, they would fail because there is just not enough patrons. Number 2, I have had a brick and mortar business in the past, mainstream of course, and I hated it. I will never do that again. I basically bought it to get in the country. Number 3, how many ABDL events have you been a part of? Okay, I'm not sure if they mean a part of as in planning, which is like none, except for the munches here, or have gone to. So I'm gonna guess they mean attended. Not that many. I've only been to CapCon 3 times. I've been to West Coast Jungle Gym. I will never go to TeddyCon, if that even exists right now. And I know there's a new one coming up in March in, I forgot where, somewhere on the East Coast. And I'm probably not going to go to that one. If it was like closer to here, I probably would. But that's it for conventions. And then I've only been to the Las Vegas Munches because I organize it, and I've never been to like anyone else's Munches. And I've been to the soap events in Los Angeles. Oh, and Diaperperv, which is so effing fun. Okay, number 4, have you seen anyone yet with your wristband must-wear diapers? And will you ever go back to being a fantasy facilitator to people you haven't met yet? Here is the bracelet in question. It looks like a medical bracelet, and I got these made because they're sexy AF. No, I've never seen anyone wear them, probably because the percentage of people with them are so low, and I would not be looking because I'm not looking at people's wrists. A diaper fantasy facilitator, I don't know. Probably not, because my time of doing the ABDL public service is probably done. Okay, the fun questions pertaining to playing and diapers. So if you want to know my dream scenario, again, click this link right here. And yeah, it always starts off as the Saturday before Halloween. Number one, do you like to slightly embarrass your diaper partners? I feel like just putting them in the diapers and constantly reminding them that they need diapers and why they need diapers is already slightly embarrassing. Yes. Was it very embarrassing, or were you shy the first time you diaper played with a man that you did not know? And how did you bring up the subject? All right, so the first time I was like 19 or 20. This is after I discovered Wet Set. I don't remember how I met this guy, but I remember he came over to my house. I was still living at my parents', and I think he brought the diapers, and I diapered him, and then he wet it. That was it. Was I embarrassed? No. I don't know. I didn't know what I was doing. He was like the same age as me, so he had never had someone diaper him either, so we were just doing it, or trying our best to get it looking decent. So no, it was not embarrassing at all. What has been your most favorite fantasy that you've played out? If you don't have a single favorite, name a few. Okay, I'll name a few. I think my favorite one, the one that I like thinking about the most, well, I don't really think about it anymore. I mean, it was so long ago, and new fantasies come up. But I remember the first time I had messy diaper sex with this guy I used to play with in LA. That was insanely hot. It didn't go as perfectly as it did in my fantasies, but I was pretty sure this moment was coming because we had talked about it and kind of planned it. Anyways, we knew it was going to happen, and it happened, and that was it. It was just really, really good diaper sex. He has a big one. I don't know. We were just into each other. And another thing I did that was also ridiculously hot was I fisted a guy and that I was into, and that was hot. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I have a picture of it. Does anyone want to see it? Should I post it on my Twitter with like a warning or something? Because I don't think my hand is that big, but the whole thing went in and it felt really tight. Then we took a nap, and then I went to some haunted houses. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like, these things kind of happen, and so it's not like I like fantasized about them beforehand or anything. It just like happens. Maybe that time at CampCon when I was diapered and these two diaper boys came over to give me a diaper change, and then one of them sat on my face, but he kept talking, so I was like, oh my god, can you please shut up, in my head. And then the other one was, diaper talking with me, and he made me come. Was that in my new diaper or my wet diaper? I don't remember. I'll have to ask him. I have a really bad memory. Okay, number 4. Have you ever tried wearing diapers yourself, and how did you like it? Honestly, I don't. Like, the last CapCon, I wore the entire day of Saturday, and it was fine. It was like fun, but it doesn't do anything for me sexually. It doesn't make me feel a certain way. It's just kind of like, oh, I'm wearing my toilet. Oh, okay, I get to pee in it, whatever. And my local guy has put me in diapers. It turns him on, like, very much, and that's kind of hot to see, but it's him that's in diapers that turns me on. So when I'm in diapers, it turns the other person on. So I'm pretty much just doing it for them, but it really doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I wish it did, because who doesn't want more things that turn them on? Oh, I remember I was sleeping over at the LA guy's house. We're not together anymore or anything because he has a fiance, but I got home first and I decided to surprise him by getting diapered up, so I would be diapered when he got back. That was hot, whatever. I slept in it. Again, doesn't do anything for me. Okay, number 5. What's the most humiliating thing you've done to your play partners? I don't think anything that humiliating, because it really depends on what you personally think is humiliating. Like, some people might think getting pegged is humiliating, or wearing makeup is super humiliating. So I don't think if you're talking about my play partners per se, then nothing really humiliating, other than maybe being discreetly diapered in public and doing some discreet diaper checks in public, or maybe a card change, which I think is super hot. Have I had my play partners mess in public? I'm trying to think. Number 6. Oh, this is long. I know you've talked a lot about what littles like and do. What I was wondering, what are some activities that put you in the caregiver headspace? Is there anything in particular that makes you want to jump in and take care of your partner or scene partner? So with my partner, like my local guys or guys that I actually play with, no, there isn't. I'm always in that mindset, because that's why I got into pro diaper fantasy facilitation in the first place, is that is my mindset all the time. There is no caregiver mindset, because it's just how I am. It's how I guess I am in normal life. Like, I wake up and I make breakfast for everyone. I make sure that hubby is fed, that he gets everything he needs, and sometimes he'll brat out, whatever. It's just how I am. So no, there's nothing that they can really do other than just be themselves and act cute, or just be themselves. And that's why they're my, I guess, play partners, is because we click. Okay, number 7. Did you ever get a chance to do sessions with a celebrity and diaper them? You do not need to name them. If so, I'm definitely not going to name them. No, I have not been with, like, bona fide, like, huge celebrities. If that's what you're thinking of when you think of celebrities, there have been people that were ex-pro something. Does that make sense? Like ex-pro whatever sports players, or ex-pro race car driver, but nothing that's like, oh my God, I recognize this person. I wish. I mean, I have a list of celebrities I think are hot that I would like to diaper. Mainly just William Zabka and Jason Momoa, of course. Number 8, proper way to diaper check. Favorite diaper changing experiences. Should your little ask to be changed, or do you pick when they do? Well, anyone can ask, or they can show me their wet diaper, but it is ultimately up to me whether they get changed or not. proper way to diaper check. See, this, again, this is like you're just talking about your personal fantasies. Oh, you know what? I was gonna like hold a diaper for this whole video, but I forgot to do that. So, proper way to diaper check. Definitely with your hands, feeling the front and middle and also the back. Sniffing. Visually looking at it and then talking about what you see is very important. So the verbal thing is so important. And of course, no diaper check is complete without putting your fingers in the back waistband and then sniffing very, very loudly. Favorite diaper changing experiences. Favorite? There's one memorable one. It was Thanksgiving last year. I think I talked about this in my top 5 hottest moments when my local guy was here, and then after dinner we're just like hanging out, playing video games, and then I took him upstairs and changed his diaper. That was it. It was so simple, but it was really hot because there were other non-ABDL friends downstairs, and of course everybody, all of my friends know my lifestyle and everything, so I kind of like that. Oh, they know what we're going upstairs to do. I hope that you found that entertaining and all. I am looking like this right now for a specific reason, because I am going out to an event where we are encouraged to dress like our late 90s Y2K mall goth self. So have a good day. Bye.